Hey, good evening everybody. How are you doing? Well, we're coming at you live from the Suarez studio here in Stroud. We have got the most epic experiment coming up. I don't know if it's even going to work or not. It's all a bit last minute here, and I put a slightly incorrect time on the broadcast. So I apologise if you haven't had a notification about this, because I set it for 2 hours after when it should be. Anyway, we are live, we are here. If you do manage to tune in, that would be awesome. Please do get involved in the chat. We love to hear about what you're up to and where you are and all those wonderful things in between. But right now, before we get going, we're going to run the titles. Boom, boom, boom. We're back in the room. Now, a very warm welcome if you're watching on YouTube. Of course, you're going to get the full 4-camera high-definition experience. Awesome. Welcome also if you're just joining us on Instagram. Hello, and welcome wherever you are. We're going to be doing a lot of very cool things this evening. We are going to give you some amazing camera shots. And if this works, I'm going to stick my neck out here and say it'll be the only time this has ever been done in the history of all humankind. Because I don't know anyone, anywhere, who's ever done anything like what we are about to do. So having set that scene, it's time to grab a cold or a warm one, make yourself comfortable, and I'm going to talk you through what we're about to do in the next 45 minutes to an hour, or who knows. Anyway, for those of you, we are doing another Suarez experiment. For those of you joining us not watching the World Cup, a very warm welcome, unless you've got it on in the background. I don't know who's playing. Anyway, let's have a nice relaxed evening. We know that Corner Cam is working. We're going to go through all the shout outs a little bit later on. Let's do PTZ to here, over here. That's all looking good. I'll walk you through what's going on down here in just a moment, so don't worry about that. Let us go to overhead cam. Boom, hello, how you doing? And of course that leaves us with roam cam, which I'm going to pick up now. I'm not sure if we're going to get echoes. If we get echoes, I apologise, not much we can do about it. We're trying to fix it. But would you like to know what we are doing tonight? Are we on roam cam, buddy? Of course we are. Right, okay, well hello Instagram, meet YouTube, there we go. Now I'm going to put you guys on Insta over there so you can see what's going on the table. Now then, oh goodness me, let's see if I can explain what on earth is going on. We have got a 240 centimetre piece of blank canvas on the floor. Onto that are some gym mats. I'm not kidding you, they're the same mats you get in gymnasiums. And onto that is the spin table. The spin table then doesn't have its normal platform on. The spin table has an old painting on it, a painting I don't mind sacrificing. I know, that's just the way it is. We've covered up the ends so we don't get any paint on it. But the whole point of this, what we're about to see now, is to do one thing that I don't think has ever been attempted before. We are going to create a halo all the way around. What I'm interested in this evening is not what's happening there, it's what's going to happen down here. And I want to take all of that paint and I want to make it go in a giant halo. I don't even know if this is possible, but we're going to capture it down on the canvas, and at the end of it we're going to have to lift this off. And that's what these two pieces of timber are for, because we've rehearsed it, albeit very quickly, because I came up with this idea an hour ago. So I have no idea if it's going to work. I literally have none. Oh, goodness me. So, obviously, you're in for quite a ride. You know how we like to push the boundaries here if you watch this on a weekly basis. We are pretty crazy, pretty nuts. And I think this is one of the most nuts ones we've ever attempted. It's all my idea. If it all goes horribly wrong, you can blame me. We're going to do, thanks lots of you joining now on Insta. We are going to be doing some shout outs. Sorry about the echo. If the sound quality is a little bit off, that's only on the roam cam. So 1,000 apologies for that. I'm going to pop a little bit of paint down on the canvas. Oh, let's just get the... I think actually... Let me get AD on the line. Let's everybody say hello to AD, because AD's the man that makes it all happen. He's in the control. He's giving you this wonderful broadcast this evening.
What do you want? I'm busy.
Yeah, busy trying to make me look good. You got your work cut out, pal. I'll tell you.
Oh, I know that. I know that.
Right. So, dude, which camera are we on?
We're on PTZ.
So, tell me, mate. Would you like a drop of? Let's ask you. Yeah. So you can make some decisions.
Okay.
Should we go half cream, half white, or all white? What do you want to do?
It depends on the colour. Now, the key to this is: are you going to put purple?
Yes.
On there.
There'll be purple on tonight.
Well, that's quite dark, so you could do a cream white mix.
Let's do a cream white mix then.
Yeah.
We'll start off with purple, mate, just for you, all right?
Okay.
So here we go.
Purple.
I'm going to go all the way around. I'm sorry, I've got to walk in front of the camera.
Oh, you're in front of my camera.
I know. Terrible, shocking.
All right, let's get down so people can see. There we go. Oh,
So-
white on white on white.
White on white. You're not really going to see this very much,
This
are
is
you?
called Blanc de Blanc.
Blanc de Blanc, is that
Yeah,
what it's
Blanc
called?
de Blanc. That's its name. Blanc de Blanc.
I'm going to do a circuit again now, so I'm coming out round with the white, look.
In a snowdrift.
In a snowdrift. Yeah. Having white light therapy at the same time.
It's walking on the canvas, everybody.
I know,
Again.
I know. I can't help it. I've got to get around it, mate.
Again.
Again. Right. Okay. You can tell this is unrehearsed. This is going to take about 2 minutes. So let's actually start the time lapse, because that would be good, wouldn't it? Right. Okay.
Yes, it
Time
would.
to get down to business. Let's get my big tool out. Excuse me, missus. Sorry. You're going to get me. I'm going to reach for my sizable tool. There we
Say what?
I love a bit of innuendo here. Right, we're just going to do that all the way around a couple of times, and then we're going to rotate. Now, for the uninitiated amongst you, or you haven't seen one of these broadcasts before, then this is the unique Suarez spin table we're very proud of here, which we built quite a few years ago now. It's a pretty amazing thing. It'll spin up to 200 RPM. Which, believe me, when there's a big piece of wood on here when we're doing the big ones, is utterly terrifying. But such is the way. So we built this with the help of a robotics engineer. We did all the ECU programming. And it's a pretty awesome bit of kit. And we've designed it that way because it means we can run it literally 24/7 on a timer if we want to. So it's not subject to being spun round like a bicycle frame type spin machine would be. This is entirely bespoke for us, and it is awesome. We're nearly at the end of doing the base coat. The one issue I've got, and this is what I don't know whether it's going to work or not, is the cable, because the paint's got to pass over the cable. So if you're trying to work the physics out, like I have been for the last hour and a half with AD, it's kind of got to go past that. So we'll see whether we get a line appearing, like a blank line. It shouldn't do. Of course, the problem I've got with this technique of putting the base coat on is the bit in the middle. Because obviously I can't put paint on that, but that's all right, because that will be inside the halo, and I can fill that in when we've done everything else. So I'm not too worried about that. That's the theory anyway. So there's lots of theories going on here. We've had quite an interesting day of talking about theories, haven't we, buddy? Because AD was watching a YouTube video on time crystals, which is utterly fascinating. We were having a chat about that earlier.
Yes, I was. And it just made my theory of the universe and the world and everything else slightly more
Plausible.
plausible. Yeah, theoretically.
So, big warm welcome. If you're just joining us now, please do ask as many questions as you possibly can, and we will try and answer as many as possible. Now, of course, we are both having to concentrate on what we're doing. We want to bring you a really, really top-notch broadcast this evening, especially as we are experimental. I do not know which way this is going to go. If it works, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know if it will, but if it works, I would love to do a series of these in all different sizes. And I suppose a lot is going to depend on the size of the platform that the paint goes onto. And consequently, there will be other things like rotational speed, paint volumes. There's lots of different variables which I am going to be taking into account and trying to learn on the job. So as it's working, I'm going to be making these subtle adjustments so that I can try and figure out what's going on, how to make it better. And if it's going well, you're not going to know it'll, you know, whether it's a fluke or planned, but I'll be learning from just about everything. So I'm really going to have to be extremely switched on this evening. And yes, buddy, call the shout outs if you would while I'm just doing this. Funny Fox, hello Funny Fox, first in through the door, and actually alerted us to the fact that I put the incorrect time on the broadcast, so thank you for that, Funny Fox. And the Rita in New York, hello Rita. Hello. Hello Denise Weeks, happy Suarez Wednesday, fabulous. Lucia M was next in, hello Lucia. And Henry, hello Henry, great to see you. From, what was that, Holy Holland to biblical stormy Slough. Are you in Slough, are you? It's not very far away from us, hour and a half down the road. And all other corners of the world, of course. Emmanuel is also here. Hello, Emmanuel. We're all in good form, thank you, buddy. And Devanda Studios. Hello, Devanda Studios. Great to see you here too. Robert Mungin is in a very chilly Pittsburgh. Ooh, you're making me feel chilly just by talking about it. And Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia Crawford in Los Angeles. What part of Los Angeles? Do let us know. Lady's very, very familiar with that part of the world. And just Janice. Hello, Janice. It's very nice to see you here too. We've got Matthew Picklesimer is in the house. Thank you, Matthew. That's very nice of you. Lynn Sutherland. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Hunter Young has also joined us. Fantastic. Hunter, please tell me, Hunter, have you got your Patreon tile? I hope you have. Hope we've managed to resolve that for you. Do let us know by all means. And Asa from Sweden. Hello, Asa. Nice to see you. I'm just going to plug in the spin machine. Let's make sure it actually works. Right, so am I back in the room? Can you hear me again? Yeah, okay, fantastic. Maya, did we say hello to Maya? Hopefully, before I lost my voice then. Hey! Charlene Kelly, hello Charlene! And Eleanor has also joined us as well. Hello Eleanor. Jeffrey Jenkins and the Oak Park League. What's up, guys? Great to see you. Hello Jim Fisher. Jim. Hello Jim. Great to see you here. Albert, of course. Albert Tatlock is also here. Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, is it? Have we got? Oh, Tamiko, I've just seen. Yeah, Tamiko's been. Cameron has also joined us as well. Hunter's got his tile. Fantastic. Henry DeHaan. Did I get that wrong? You're not in Slough. No, we're in Stroud. Henry. Yeah. Slough is in London, somewhere near London, isn't it? It's Reading, Slough way. Yeah, no, we're about an hour further up the M4, my friend. Right, just going to take a little sip of water. Keep hydrated. Now tell me, whether you're live or on catch up whenever this goes out, are you excited to see what happens next? Because I am. Woohoo! Okay, feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Right, gloves are on. Gloves are on. What do you reckon, Insta? Is this going to be an absolute success? Is it going to be genius, or is it going to be a hideous fail? I just don't know. That's the beauty of doing this. The spin table is now spinning, so we are functioning, and I think it's about time. Let's pull you guys over here so you see what's happening. That we got the first lot of paint on, and let's see how this halo is going to pan out round here. I don't know where it's going to stop. I don't know how far it's going to come out. I don't know how much to rotate the table, how much paint to put on. I literally am blind here. So I promised him purple. The purple's going on first.
Purple.
Here we go, guys.
Purple.
First paint, proper paint of the evening.
Purple. It is purple. It is purple.
Is that purple like the shoes, is it, mate?
It is purple like the shoes.
Show us how purple the shoes are, buddy.
I shall find the shoes and I shall show you how purple those shoes are.
You do that.
Right, let's see. Where are we going to go? Footwear. Right. Oh, look at these. Ooh. Oh, there they are. There they are. Oh, there we go.
Now,
what are they called?
you might like to know, with
Aidy's purple.
Aidy's purple shoes, he's got a pair on order.
I have.
As soon as they're here, guys, we're going to show you those live on camera because they look pretty awesome.
That's if they fit me.
Let's hope so.
Because I've got big feet.
You have got big feet. Now then, let's stop the table. Let's get the paint on. Right, because now I've just realised the first fundamental mistake I've got, and that's getting into the middle. So here we go. Now, in theory, theoretically speaking, it shouldn't matter where the paint goes, because with it all rotating off, it should get evenly distributed. So I hope I'm going to be able to test that theory, or bear that theory out as being correct. I'm not sure if I can, but I'm going to try. We're just going to go for it. I'm going to pop the colours on. We're going to see what on earth happens, because I haven't got a clue. All right, let's go around this side. We're on overhead, are we, dude? There you are, mate. You want some purple? No. What's interesting is what actually happens to the painting on top as well. I have no idea. I mean, I literally have no idea. It could be peaches. It could be tuna. Who on earth knows? So, question from Robert. Well, Robert, have you? Yeah, perhaps you could ask me a question. Answer me a question, Robert. That would be awesome. Can you see on the site? Can you see everything priced in dollars or in GB pounds? Can you let me know? Oops, I've just dropped a drizzle of paint on. Darn it. That's a good start, isn't it? Yeah, let me know, Robert, if you don't mind, because one thing I haven't been able to do is simulate what happens in the US. So I would be very interested to know if it's coming up in dollars. It should be in dollars, not pounds. I'm sure you'll tell me otherwise. Well, I've just got to get rid of the paint I've just spilled. Sorry, everybody. Look amongst yourselves. I think ladies start at 5.5 in US size. Just chatting to Adi about the shoe size. Well, there should be a size chart on there, so it should tell you what they start from in both US and European, buddy. You have a look. Okay. So 35 Euro sizes, they start at 35.5. Lynn. If that's what you need, Lynn. So hopefully that covers the 36. Charlene, so it is in US dollars for you, Charlene. Okay, hopefully it is for you too, Robert. Oh, 3.5, sorry. No, I don't think they go that small, unfortunately. Yeah. Start at size 5. That's 5 US. Yeah. We'll check UK. Oh, I don't know, mate. You'll have to. UK 3.5. Okay, Adi's going to come on and sort that out for you.
Hi, Lynn. Right, let's have a look together, shall we? Right. So these are the women's of Adi's purples, and these are US sizes up top. So you scroll down, and I see UK 2.5, 3, 3.5, which is a US women's 6, for Europe 36.5. It gives the foot length in inches. Japanese, it's 23. I didn't know that. 23 in Japan. And then the outsole length. So if you scroll down from the top one here and you go down, you will see the size guides here. I think, did we say, yeah, US size for UK and EU, see size guide below. And there they are. So hopefully that sorts it for you.
Right, thank you for that, buddy. That's great. Guys, feel free just to hit me up from the contact form if you've got any questions, and I will be more than happy to answer them for you. Ooh, right, okay. We're spinning. And Juan Ferrell Serena, we're just going to... oh, very good question. What inspires? Oh, I don't know. I'm just a very, very curious person. I don't really know. So I've asked that quite a bit, but I never quite know how to answer that. Right, Insta, let's move you guys over here because we're just starting spinning now. As soon as it gets to the edge, look, we're going to be looking at what happens to see if we get this halo effect around the bottom of the base. So it's just starting to get to the edge. We've got drops, everybody. We've got drops. Right, okay. The halo, we've just started. We've got some purple on there, buddy. I'm going to reduce the spin just a little bit. We have got some haloing. Right, okay, so I'm not quite sure what's going to happen next. We are going to get paint start to go out towards the edges, which I'm happy about. I don't want to thin it down too much, but we are. Right, so I now need to get some paint on. Right, pick us another colour out, matey. We'll get Ada to pick some colours out. What's some... Ooh, do you want some lilac? Right, where's my lilac? Gone?
What about you could do, I don't know, lime? I don't know.
All right, okay,
Let's
cool.
do lilac.
We'll do some lilac and then we'll do some lime, all right?
We'll do some splashes of silver.
Okay, right, so we definitely have got some splashes and some dots of paint. So next we're going to put on, if I can get the lid off, there we go. I'm just going to chuck this on and see what happens, all right? Are we ready? Oh, tense, isn't it? No. Oh, I've got my lion sugar. Okay, it's not a disaster. This is an experiment, so... Yeah, okay. Yeah, silly boy, should have brought a cloth with me. Okay, that's fine. Next up is lime. Oh, I can't get the lid off. Right, now, oh, that's interesting, look. Oh, we've got some tails going on. I didn't expect that. Well, we've got tails and we've got dots. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Can we see that? Yes. Now that is interesting. Right, let's let's stop it. Now what happened? No, keep going, keep going. Oh, right, maybe a bit faster then. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we got a halo. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I love this stuff. I love this game. It's awesome. Now, I got to keep going. I can't stop it. I really can't. Otherwise, well, no, I could. I could stop it and then, no, I can't. No. Could I? No. No. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is good. Right. I need to get some spray on the pink. Let's get the pink moving. This is fun. I dare not stop it because otherwise all the lilac is then going to just stay in one place, which I don't want. That's quite interesting so far. Right, let's dump the lime on, and I'm going to do a halo of lime on here, I think. Yeah, good plan, Henry. Yeah, we need it to come off the edges. You're right. So let's get that towards the edge. Let's get the lime coming off fairly evenly. Yeah, it's also going to mix with the thinners, so that's good. Hey, I'm liking that just as it is. Right, and I'm going to need a slightly darker colour in there, so I'm going to ready myself. Definitely some gold. And I think I need to get a darker colour out, so let me get the gold. Oh, well, this is interesting. I'm liking this. Look at that. It's working. It's actually working. Now, is the lime starting to come off? Where's my lime going? Wow. I honestly didn't expect that. That is cool. Yes, I've just seen a few spots of lime. Right, so round the edge is definitely the way to go. Too much physics to work out in one go, isn't there? Right, let's get some gold on. And I think we might spin this a little bit. Yes, the lime's coming off, folks. I can see the lime. Oh, nice. Yes, 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 yes. This is working. Gold one we go. Now, of course, it's going to be very interesting to see how long I need to be spinning this for before I need to stop it. Okay, that's better. Laurie, hello, Laurie. Let me change my gloves. Hey, good camera shots there, mate. Just looking at the lappy, that looks good. Thanks, Tamiko. It looks like a wreath, says the reader. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Suarez blue would be nice from Robert. Actually, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Insta, look what's happening. We're actually creating the halo. We're putting down the lighter colours to begin with, but as you can see, we're just starting to get the gold coming round now, which I'm really pleased at. Now, the speed is pretty okay at the moment. I don't want it to spread too far, but this was an experiment for us to realise, well, for me to understand where the halo is going to start and stop, and could we then do a smaller halo on smaller canvases. So at the moment, this is the experiment. We're getting a line. I don't know if you can see that. We are getting a line. Let's let that sort of sort itself out. That's so nice. I really, really, really like that. Dude, should we give everybody a look on their own cam? I'll be quiet now so we don't echo, but would you like to see it, everybody? Should we just do it, buddy? Shall we do it?
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Nothing is impossible! No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can!
Hey, that's pretty good.
Now, I'm rather pleased with the way this is working out. This is interesting. Now, I'm tempted, very, very tempted to speed it up a bit. What do we think? What do we think? This is just for fun. There's no prizes. Shall we speed it up a bit? What do you think, buddy?
Now, the problem with speeding this up is where you can see the very outer dots, which I'm going to go down now and show you. We know that at the speed that Ed has run this, that is where they reach. If he spins any faster, guess where it's going to go? Right about where his feet are going to be. And then we're going to have a slippy slidey artist, slippy sliding all around in the pod. That's my worry. So if you're going to do it, I would suggest be very careful.
Yeah, and that's the problem, isn't it? I'd rather build up some of the inner layers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a very tiny amount of black, but actually slow it down. So I think what the slow is going to do now, let's test some of the physics out here amongst us all. If I slow it, oh, go on then, mate, yeah. Yes, they're where they're that sort of inner thing. There's not too much landing on the outer side, which is good. It's about medium. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also just thinking about the volume that's still left on there. We could try an outer one, couldn't we? So I'll tell you what, I'll get this on and I'll give it just a very quick spin and then I'm going to slow it right down, all right? So here we go. This is for all the speed freaks amongst you. Let's do this. We'll have... Right, so let that come out naturally, because having it a little bit more thick means I've got a little bit of time now, haven't I? I've got time to react. So here we go, guys, all right? I'm going to really notch it up a little bit now. And of course, we've got another dynamic at play, and that is that what's on the spinning canvas is also going to mix with what's already on the canvas. No, I don't like it. No, a little. It's done a little bit, but it's not what I want. I want to try and build that centre up a little bit. So you know what? I'm going to knock it down. We're learning here, guys, aren't we? I think Robert suggested we go faster. Great suggestion, Robert, as always. But I think I need to go a little bit slower. And I'm trying to define a second line towards the actual table legs. Are we just starting to see that? Let's go. Oh, this is so difficult to judge. Yeah, I got that, mate. Yep, thank you. The only downside is it's going to pull the thinners down to the bottom and start to wash that out as well. Which, of course, is the trade-off, isn't it? So, Adi just saying, I don't really where I'm... Right, I'm right, okay. Adi was just saying in my ears about giving the outer edge a light spray, which, of course, will bring it to where it needs to be more. But then I'm going to get more thinners onto the bottom, which is going to delineate all that nice stuff, which is already starting to go. I mean, given more time, I would... definitely have a base coat that's dry, and you could do quite one color one day, one color the next. But this is the experiments, and that's what we're talking about here. This is to see, does it work? So far, that's such a light and ephemeral painting. I could see that. Oh, I've got to be honest. Well, I love circles. I absolutely love it. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit more. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll do that now. Yeah, okay. We've had a rediscuss about the thinners situation. Love the Flexa Gold. Oh, now how interestingly, I've got some completely random dots over this way. Yeah, Rita, we knew I'd probably need a much smaller square on the table, but that's fine. This is all the learning exercise. So we'll have, like a half size. Well, wouldn't be half size because actually, you look at it now. I'm not sure we could go that much smaller because look at the circle we've got. The circle is going to start and impede on the legs, which is quite interesting in itself, isn't it? Yeah, there's that. Right, let's bring it down. Yeah, because look how close it is to the legs at the bottom. And that, my friends, is the crucial bit. But we've managed to contain it. We've actually got a containment of the paint, which is a miracle. I thought it would be flying off literally everywhere, so I'm really, really pleased with that. The question is how do I pepper this inner ring now, and what with? Am I looking for that one accent colour as an inner ring? But is that inner ring going to actually do anything now? Now we are getting to see. Let's slow this all the way down. We are starting to get some stoppage of the drips. Oh, stopped it altogether. No. Oh, this is so sensitive. How slow can I go? I'm really, really trying hard here. Come on, Ed. Can we get a bit slower? I'm trying. Oh, no, it stopped again. Oh, it's literally like, oh, no, not enough electricity. I'm just stopping. Ah, there we go. Now we can see. We've got some very randomized droplets forming around this central part of the white, which is extremely interesting. But guys, we've got a halo. What did I promise you? That we were going to have a go, and actually we've done it. We've got it. How very interesting. The temptation is to see if we can get one. I still would like a highlight color in there somewhere. I'm just not quite sure what it's going to be and how I'm going to get it. So let's just pause for a second. I don't mind it doing its thing on the inside. Right, let me change my gloves and have a look at the chat. Too bad don't have large comb on a stick and pull from the center then crank it back up. Yeah, well, there is that. There is that. Special sauce on the turntable. Oh, interesting, Robert. Orange from Matthew. I was thinking orange, I must admit. No black spots, says Henry. I'm not. Well, there are a few starting to pop out, yeah. Just here and there. So much depends, doesn't it, on what goes actually on the canvas, the flat canvas on the top. Laurie likes the painting on the turntable. Thank you. What else have we got? Interchangeable turntables of different sizes. Yeah, there is that, Robert. I don't know how we'd quite manage that. it's more complicated enough as it is, but a great idea. Mr. Brainio, hello. Hope your week went well. Welk. Yes, it went welk. David Huffman, hi David. Orange highlight could go well with the blue and black. I have been thinking orange for a long time, actually. Let's get the gloves back on, guys. Thank you so much for your wonderful feedback. It was really interesting. Now, don't forget, if you're enjoying this so far, us breaking some new ground, doing new things, please do give us a nice big thumbs up. That would be awesome. We want your thumbs up. Thank you so much. And of course, don't forget, if you are enjoying this, the big red button that says subscribe. We'd love to see you back here with us doing all these wonderful things each week. And of course, we have loads of other things going on the channel, like we always do. But of course, to get notified with that, you have to hit the big red button with subscribe and make sure you click on the bell icon so you never miss any of our updates. And of course, we've got lots of our patrons on here tonight. We've already asked Hunter Young, I hope you're still watching, Hunter, who is a recipient of our amazing original Suarez artworks that only our Patreons get. If you'd like to find out how you can claim yours, then head over to patreon.com/Suarez Art. We'll pop a link to that in the messages. There's one down in the description anyway. Go check it out, guys. And for a very small monthly fee, you can get all the exclusive updates that nobody gets way before everybody else, plus videos just for you every week. And of course, you can find out how you can get your amazing one of 102 original Suarez tiles that are just for our patrons only. Go check it out, guys. They are superb. Right, that's in the chat right now for you. Meantime, as I now have stopped turning my back on this, we seem to have a line developing. Ooh, yes. Can we see that? Yes, we can. We can see that just starting to form on the inner. So I think now is a really good time. Let's go for the orange. Instagram, sorry to wobble you around a bit. I'm just going to pop you there so you can see what's going on. I was completely overworked with the lilac, but that's my fault. That is a learning curve. Way too much paint, Ed. Never mind. It's how we roll, isn't it? You know, we don't do anything by halves here. So that's fine. I don't mind that. You know, this can stay as it is, and I can return to this in a few days' time, can't I? I mean, that's the beauty of this. It literally can dry, and I can start applying all over again. So I guess this is the beauty of the technique. And don't forget, guys, this is a learning experience. We haven't done this before, so to try and find a way, you know, to make it all work. So I'm going to hang on to a pole here. Let's give ourselves a line of orange, and somewhere where the black is, I think, because we're starting to get a little bit of black there. So let's see how we get on with this. Oh, sugar. It's all right. Dropped a bit. Now all I can see is a great big red splodge. Never mind. Yeah, I've got an orange splodge, mate. Look, down on the bottom right-hand leg. That's all right. Let's not worry. Let's not worry. Look, this is learning. Right, so I'm going to give this a bit of a spray. Oh, ow. No, I'll give it a spray when I've actually got some thinners to spray, because I've used it all. Right, let's crack the top of that off. Let's give ourselves a quick refill. It's tempting to do the special sauce. Tempting to speed it all back up again, but I don't know. Everything's tempting, isn't it? I just want to see what happens. But, oh dear. Anyway, we are proving that, look, the principle works. It needs a bit of refining. It does need a bit of refining, but that's okay. We don't mind that. Right. It's a comet, is it? Thank you. Matthew says it's going to come out great. Hi, Sandy McGill. Just blow black, Henry. Wonderful. Oh, just blow back. Don't know what that means. Hi, Kevin. Institute of Inspired Art says orange. Yes. I think speed up for the orange. Yeah, I'm thinking I might speed up for the orange. Let's just give that a minute to see what it does, but I think I'm going to have to force it out towards the edges. So here we go, folks. Let's get a little bit of speed going. Let's see where the orange ends up, shall we? It's just starting to come off now in places. It's very interesting to see how this dries. We can, like I say, always put more paint on. That's the beauty of this. The table can stay exactly where it is. I can infill that with white anytime I want. Right, is the orange coming off? Got to give it a second. Something's coming off. I think I can see one or two drops here and there. Right, let's get the nose in. What can I see? Can I actually see? I wonder if... No, I think it's actually mixing. Of course it is, because the black went on. So I'm going to get like a burnt sienna kind of colour. Slightly losing the inner line a little bit. So you know what? Let's get this spun a little bit more. Let's get it moving. I'm trying to find out. Yes, that's it. I can see it. I can see it coming off now. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down. Here we go. Try not to switch it off again, Ed. Now, can I get some towards the centre? Right, and I think we definitely have to have some Suarez blue on here. Can I get some votes for some Suarez blue? I'm sure I can. Right, let's get the can out. That's what I'm feeling it needs. Sorry, say it again, buddy. Right, Rita. Yeah, I get what you're saying about the top painting. The top painting really is irrelevant. It is just the vessel to try and get the paint off. So let's see if I can get a ring of Suarez blue on without tipping this on the floor. It's a bit tricky, this. I didn't realise it would be so tricky. But that is the beauty of doing this kind of thing, isn't it? We have to try and find out, you know, if I want large volumes of paint, I've just got to dump it on, but I don't want to dump that on. I want to try and get... So now, actually, that's interesting. We've got some orange appearing, look, on the centre, on that inner ring, as close as we can. At that speed, there is orange coming off. It's quite... Intuitive Inspired Art, cadmium red. Don't have a cadmium red. I've got a RAL 3022, if that's any help. Yeah, I'm considering that, actually. Would go well with a lilac as far as blue, says Lynn. Push the other paint off. Yeah, get that, Rita. Speeding up, slow it down is working from Hunter. Could be, yeah, although we are still trying to work it all out. Loving the ice blue galactic cosmic confetti look, but love Suarez blue, yes. Well, as Aiden's showing you now, look, we are getting that inner ring going. I think this is definitely a matter of having extreme patience with the process. First time I've done it. Never tried anything like this before. So this is trying to understand more about the behaviours of paints with all these different decisions and scenarios going on at the same time. Of course, everything is different. It's trying to understand where the paint goes, how thick it is, how much paint is on there, which direction it's going in, how fast to put the table, how it mixes with all the other colours. So it does get an incredibly complex process in my mind to try and work these things out, and of course that doesn't then take into account trying to react to what actually is happening in front of your eyes and making those decisions, as well as what's supposed to come after that and creating a credible work of art out of it. So bear with me, guys. There's a lot of different factors and a lot of different things happening all simultaneously, even though I look as if I'm just standing here just throwing paint around. I mean, let's be honest. Who else is doing this anywhere on the planet? And who's doing it live? You know, you can see these wonderful Instagram stories and reels, can't you? These edited wonderful things. But who's taking that step forward to actually turn up every week and do it live and be prepared to fail in front of the entire viewing world? I mean, anybody can tune in and watch this. We push ourselves constantly with ourselves and our materials and our ideas to try and bring you something different and to try and experiment to see what's going on, what can we do with paint. And there is just nobody else doing anything like this anywhere on the planet. I'm ready for you to prove me otherwise, because there just isn't. So yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you're enjoying the fact that we're trying something different yet again. I am loving the whole Halo idea, and I think it has got lots of legs. And instead of going completely mad like we normally do, this is something a little bit more subtle, but a little bit more different. To show you that inner ring there, everybody on Instagram. There, look, it's just started to come out now, and as you can see, I can't really sort of slow it down, but every rotation, look, it is starting to put paint down. I can see it coming off. And actually, as we're keeping that speed, the Suarez blue and the orange are really started to come out now. So we're pulling this kind of inner definition and dimension to it. Yeah, of course I did put way too much lilac on, but actually, you know, that's not a bad thing. The lilac's a beautiful color. There we go. If you actually have a look, I'm showing you in the sort of back here on Instagram, you can see now how we're starting to kind of define, you know, these inner and outer areas. And I think this is definitely something you'd want to get sort of close up to. Yeah, I made a little mistake with the orange, but hey ho, I can't really get into that to fix it. But that's not what this is about. You know, we had this conversation earlier on. Is it something that's going to work? And I think what we've actually proved here, folks, yes, it works. So interesting to see what's happening on the top one. Although, sorry Rita, I'm not that worried by it. it can stay like that all night. I don't care. But you can see now, can't you, how delicate those drops are. Now we've reduced the speed down. We're actually given ourselves this wonderful base of lilac to work from, and actually I don't think that's necessarily been a bad thing at all. Quite interesting kind of range of colours on that. What would be really good is to do this over a sort of 6-7 day period. Maybe by adding a single colour per day, we could really start to build up, you know, some of those intricate sort of layers, you know. I think that you know, would be awesome on TikTok. I think it's definitely going to have to happen. You can even see now in that last sort of 90 seconds that I've been talking how much we're building and building the dots around the center up. And of course, because we are at a linear, even and consistent speed, providing that the paint is also falling off in a reasonably consistent speed, we are going to build up a perfect circle, which is quite exciting as well. I'll tell you one of my biggest concerns is where the wires were, that we wouldn't get any paint dropping off. And I suppose we'll get more paint sort of flying underneath that the faster it goes. But even so, that's not the issue that I thought it was. So I think in terms of figuring out the physics, logistics and all those other things behind it, bearing in mind we've had about an hour to conceptualize, build and implement this, I think that is a huge win. And I'm extremely excited about where this can take us. So I'm going to be definitely doing some practicing with this. Like we do with so many other techniques, it is all about having time to practice. Time on the coal face. That's what it's all about. But I think if you can think about this in a more long-term kind of prospect, you think about actually building some of these layers up and just having some poking through and others and not, bringing all these gradients out towards the edge with this very sort of ephemeral kind of wispy edge. I think that's extraordinary. We've really got something there. It's just choosing the right colours and the right quantities, isn't it, really? Tivanda, that's a great name, isn't it? Suggestion Halo Moon. I like it already. Maybe start with some base colour over the entire canvas. Well, yeah, we got the cream and the white on there, just because I wanted to show off the paint. But yeah, I mean, we could do any color background, Robert. That's cool. Effervescence of life, says Matthew. Yin and yang, warm and cold, yes, from Henry. Some darker colors in the outer rings. Yep, Robert. Yep, it's a very good suggestion. Henry can always cover the orange mistake with white on the top. You're absolutely right. Lilac makes a wonderful background. Thank you, Intuitive. Going to be stunning from Laurie. Thank you. Denise loves the fact that we try new techniques with the live sessions. We are the real deal. Thank you very much. Funny Fox is finding this so interesting. Thank you, Funny Fox. Henry says the halo of the sun. Two beautiful works of art in the making from Tamika. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Hi, Jay Favors. I don't know what Piroli red. I've no idea what that is, I'm afraid. I just work in RAL and BS and Pantones, but these are enamels and not acrylics. So, yeah, sorry. That's why I'm wearing a mask. So, yeah, sorry, I don't know about that. So that's good. Where are we? Passion flower from a distance. Yeah. Henry Dehaan, I'm a cover-up artist. Okay, don't know what that means. What, do you cover stuff up, do you? Oh, right, okay. Shows what I know, doesn't it? Right, Instagram, there we go. So look, we've got one on the top. We've got our inner ring, which is really starting to come on. Would you like to have a closer look? Let's get you onto Roam Cam. I'll be quiet for a moment. Let's see if I can take you and have a look. Well, as a friend of mine would say, that's got legs. Instagram, you're waiting there very patiently. Let's just show you what I just showed everybody over on YouTube. Now I've got some very interesting effects starting to appear, and there's a definite inner and outer going on. Some lovely comments coming from YouTube. We're going to have a look at those in just a second. Now it is starting to settle. But look, there you go. That's that money shot, isn't it? You can see the gold starting to be very prevalent in the center of everything going on. We're still building up the orange and the blue next to the table, and then on the outside we've got all this very interesting smattering of tones and all kinds of interesting things going on. I don't know how close I can get without the camera and the gimbal having a bit of a hissy fit, but I am trying. Let's get in. I don't want to get it covered in paint, so I'm dicing with death a bit here. That's what's happening on the inside. We're definitely starting to, this slow rotate now, which of course brings the paint closer into the center. Basic physics. You're starting to bring some personality into that, which I really like. Remember, if you have just joined us, this is the experiment. Never done this before. We've put it together, the whole thing together in quite a hasty manner this evening, but I think you'll agree it's certainly got some legs, and it's going to be very interesting as we start to build up colours or do it on different colour backgrounds as time goes on. It is definitely something I'm going to be investigating. If anything, I might just need a smaller spin table, but I'd be very up for a part 2 next week. What do you think, guys? Imagine adding to this. I mean, if we left this here, let it dry, you can then imagine adding all that depth over the top with a part 2, I think could be extraordinary. So I think AD and I will definitely discuss that. I can even see, oh look, dude, can you see that? Can you see the green? I mean, I've just noticed green on the very, very inside. We've got green. I've just noticed that. That is ridiculous. And I don't know if you can get it. You can certainly get it. Yeah, you can just see some few dots. So this is interesting. As the paint is beginning to settle or decide on its own curing rate, of course, some things are going to overlap, other things are going to come off. We're going to get tonal shifts on the top, and that's going to create very randomized things down the bottom. And I hadn't seen that, but we've almost got another layer starting to appear now, which is green. It will be interesting now, won't it, to see, whether we are going to remove the spin table off here, because I don't want it just to form a square, because if I stop the spin table, we're going to get a square appear. However, so you can't go anywhere, because very, very shortly, AD and I are going to lift this off. And that's why we've got the 2 bars behind us. That's going to be good for a laugh. Yeah, well, some is going to fall off while we do it, mate. You're right, but there's not a lot we can do about that. But this is the practice, isn't it? This is the practice. So that's going to be fun, unless we keep it rotating as we pull it off, which is even more fun. So instead, what I'm going to do, while we prepare ourselves for a hideous fail, I am going to pull you to the back here, because we are going to have to be lifting that off very, very shortly. But that looks quite interesting. Thank you for the hearts, guys. We really, really appreciate that. And if you are just joining us, this is the experiment. Anybody else on the planet has done this before. By all means, send me a link to somebody if you can find it. You are watching something pretty unique here, guys. And actually, the more this spins, the more... And I've just thought of something else as well, mate. If you want to come on to the...
I'm live.
You are live.
Alive.
As
Live.
it cures... So let me test the physics. As it cures on the bottom and
Yes.
dries,
Yeah.
but still remains fluid on the top,
Yeah.
we are going to start to create layering on the same rotation, because that's going to
Yes.
cure, and that's going to start curing. So there will come a point in time when it stops coming off, but until that point happens, I guess some of these are going to have different curing rates. That's probably going to cure
They
quicker.
are.
So even that's a dynamic we can't control either. How interesting. How very interesting, yeah.
Intuitive said, can you let it spin until the paint dries, then take it off? Yes.
Yeah, Intuitive and Inspired Art, can you let it spin off? Yeah, and then take it off. Yeah, we can. We could put that on timer for 3 or 4 hours, mate, actually, and just leave it. So that's a good debate to have, isn't it? Do we leave it? Do we take it off? Yeah. Oh, you got me thinking now. I don't know what to say to that. What did Robert say? If you spin fast enough, it'll act like a helicopter. Yeah. Okay, back of the class, Robert. Funny Fox, new sound effects. Have we got some new sound effects? I think, I don't know.
Me going, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Denise excited about it, and you're making Ada. You make Denise laugh. Excellent. Oh, it's pretty
Why,
funny.
thank you.
Sometimes
I'm here all night.
yeah, sadly. Apparently, I spin on my head. Do I? Funny? Do I spin on my head? Sometimes Ed spins it on his head. Then he's a helicopter. Yes, that's very true. I do, don't I? Yeah, of course. Zane, g'day. Gotta go. Oh, he dropped in. He's gotta go. Right. See you later, Zane.
Hi, Zane. Bye, Zane.
Okay. So, let me consult. Oh, Matthew's just eaten a thesaurus. What did he say? Centrifugal stellar drone. Wow. Well, that's a very cool name. I am absolutely loving this, I got to admit. So the question is now, folks, whether you're watching on Instagram or not, do I leave it to naturally spin? I can put it on a timer, say, for 4 hours until it's finished. I mean, it is starting to stop, if that makes any sense. I can see some tendrils happening. Maybe we do, buddy. Maybe we do, because there's no paint. It's not going to stick to the base, because the base has got no paint on it. How it's actually attached, that's just raw canvas. Let's do a poll. Should I leave it where it is, or leave it spinning? Yes or no? Let's run a poll. And we're running this poll just on YouTube. And let's see. But it's definitely got mileage in it. It's just the spin table's too big. I can't do little versions of this. Just impossible. It's impossible. Even this is too big, isn't it? Too small. The 240. Right, I'll just change gloves. I'm just going to just hydrate while you're having a vote on whether I should leave it spinning as a yes or no. Let me just hydrate myself. Okay, I'm back in the room. Right, so 79% of you saying yes at the moment. Funny Fox. Yeah, Robert saying, made it all the way to the end today. Yes, well done, Funny Fox. I know normally you have to go, but you made it to this far in, so well done. Some gold stars to you. Marie, hi there. Am I late? Lol. Yes, part of that was my fault, I'm afraid. I put the wrong start time on the on the video. I do apologise. Right. Okay, so where we're at Insta, let's move you guys over here. So Smooth Galaxy, says Lucia. That's a great name, isn't it? Well, look, we're still getting that inner ring developing quite nicely. There's a real lovely halo going down there. This is our halo evening. There we go. So Lynn saying, yes, very good point from Lynn. Yeah, if we leave it spinning, the centre line becomes too defined. Is that altogether a bad thing? I don't know. I guess it depends what we're going for, really, doesn't it? Oops. I just nearly knocked that off the wall. Yes, I almost have. Oh, it's such a tricky one. It's such a tricky one. What does the poll say, buddy? Let's end the poll. Right, 75% of you are saying yes to leave it spinning. So, right. Decision needs to be made now. How much is actually coming off? I've got to be honest with you guys, I think it's stopped dropping now. So I tell you what, let's get controversial. Let's knock it off. Let's have a look. Is it dripping? I think it might have stopped. Oh, I've just seen one. Yeah, I reckon we get it off, mate. Yeah, let's do it. In you come. Let's do it. Right, we're going to lift it off, folks, simply because it's just stopped now. Right, I'm just going to keep that going for a second, just for the odd drop that comes off. Yeah, it's actually stopped. Right, so we're on corner cam, which is fine. So this is where we're going to move it now, folks. Don't move a muscle. Oh, this is going to go one of two ways, isn't it? Bob open, no hope. And then we'll be able to have a look at what we've done. Okay, right, so I'm having a very good look at the edge here. He's going to pop his mask on. So we'll keep the corner cam just for a moment. Okay. It should be on the things out here. There's no mask in here, buddy. They should all be out on the racks. Just checking where the masks are. Oh, it's kicked something over. I can hear it in my ears. And there's definitely no mask in here. I'm going to make sure that he's okay. Coming in with the fumes. It's definitely stopping, which is a good thing. Right, okay, just bear with us a sec, folks. This is the crucial bit. Has he found it? Let's go find him. You okay, buddy? Ah, here he is. Look, everybody. Oh, here he is. The man. He's real. He exists. Right, okay. Let's knock it off. Pull that over there. Right. I'm going to get these two put through. It's like the worst sawing the lady in half you've ever seen. Right, there's the first one. We did practice it earlier. Okay. Right, you okay? And that is done. Nice. Yeah, okay, mate. That's fine. I'll take care of that. Yeah, sound. Right, okay. Happy days. We managed to do it. And right, okay, we can breathe. We can breathe. We got it off. We got it off. It's all that matters. That is all that matters. Now then, I am going to drag this over here. There we go. That can sit over there. Wow! And he is back, everybody. Thank you very much, buddy. Give yourself a round of applause. Right, that is how you get a spin table out. Now all I want to do is get the gym mats out of the centre. What chance do you think I've got? Slim and none, probably.
None. Absolutely none whatsoever.
You think I can't get those out?
Well, go on then. Oh.
Thank you very much.
Yes, there you go. Now you've done it.
Oh, ye of little faith. Right, okay. Well, we've actually done it, guys. We've caught the contents of a spin table, and look what we've got. An everlasting gateway of lilac happiness. I love it. A moon shadow. That's exactly right. We've got a moon shadow. State Winch 2 says, well done. What did Robert say? It comes back, Rita, just to know. I agree. I don't know what that was about. Hope we haven't done anything wrong. All that brushing is paying off. Oh, there's lots of comments coming through. Purple mask. Yes, he should have one, shouldn't he? Creative Girl Homestead. Hello. First time catching live. Exciting Suarez Art and Chat. Thank you, Creative Girl Homestead. Great to see you here this evening. Very nice to see you. Thank you for joining us on a live. And Matthew says, amen, that's awesome. To Vanda, mine's good, yeah. Y'all's lip might be experiencing latency issues, not sure. Hologram of AD, yeah. What have we got? Sandy McGill, fine piece of work. Thank you very much. Happy days from Henry. What's that? Well done. Woohoo from Henry. That's about the painting. Looks good from the Rita. Tamiko's given us some nice emojis. What a gorgeous lilac halo from Funny Fox. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm really pleased with that. Right, let's just give you a quick look at that. So this is where we got so far. We'll probably do part 2 next week. Now, whether that's with a fresh canvas or this one, I don't know. Okay, but it's early days for the technique. I mean, ideally, I would have it on a canvas that's already had the middle base coated, but we didn't have that luxury tonight. Remember, this was just for us to figure out, does it work? And I think we've got a resounding yes. Yes, it absolutely does. Well, look what we've learned already. How to get the outside done. How to get the inside done. How much paint not to put on it. Lilac. To use a rag when you're pouring stuff on. So there's lots of takeaways from it. But I'm super, super happy with that. Let's give you one last look on the Roam cam, buddy. Guys, what do we reckon to that then? Eh? What do we reckon to that? We wanted to create a halo. We've achieved a halo. I'm super happy with it. The technique is a great one. Trust me, I'm going to be doing some more of that. Imagine that in black, white and gold. Oh, imagine it on a black base layer with white and gold over the top or red. Oh. Okay, right. I'm going to go and calm myself down now and have a word with myself in the corner. But I think you'll agree that's turned out pretty well for something that I don't think has ever been attempted before. If you also agree, do give us a nice big thumbs up. Please do like, share and subscribe. Remember to tell your friends what they've seen here. There are alternatives to the World Cup, and you can come and have an hour with us and watch something being created that's never been done before. I'll call that a win every day of the week. Okay, well, hey, shall I put a FIFA in the middle of that, shall I? And send it to them? Hey, like World Cup 2022. Maybe I should. Maybe, hey, they might wake up to that, mightn't they? All right, what do we think? Let's have a last look at your comments. Lynn, really pretty. Laurie says beautiful. Charlene, a cool technique. And Denise, very elegant. Funny Fox, drops of colour look like jewels. Nice to hear. Henry loves the gold. Creative Girl Homestead, delicious candy art. You're making me hungry now. Gold is stunning from Charlene. Lucia, beautiful. Denise, will look amazing on the wall. Free and open, love it. Thank you. Robert, it's a paint that has so much better view close up. I agree. It just got a real impact close up. You've got to see it with your own eyes. Steak Wench has given us lots of thumbs up emojis. When do you break for Christmas and are there live streams in the new year? Thank you. Great question, Funny Fox. We haven't quite decided on the Christmas and New Year schedule just yet. But Adi and I will chat about that in the next week. So on next week's live stream, we'll give you the date when we're broadcasting over Christmas and the New Year. Probably won't be missing too many. Maybe the odd one here and there, but I promise you we'll be coming out live throughout the festive period. But we'll let you know on those. That's a great question. Thank you. Henry's loving it. Black background would be great. Yes, absolutely, Lynn. Jax Falconer, brilliant. Onwards and upwards, good people. And thank you, Jax. Eleanor loves it. Lucia's a thumb up. Robert says, yes, Lynn. Marie says, beautiful. Devanda, I actually really like the orange squiggle in the middle. Great. I'll take all major credit cards. David Hoffman, thank you, David. Says, looks amazing. That's really kind of you. See you on the shorts, says Denise. Hassan Amarok. Hello. Great to see you on the chat. Giving us some love. Thank you very much, Hassan. The title, 101,000 Dalmatians. Very good, Henry. Lots of thumbs up from Eleanor. And Zane has given us an intriguing. Yes, I know. Well, it's definitely got mileage. I thought you were off, Zane. Are you still here? Right?
What are you doing here, Zane? I thought you were leaving. Yeah.
Oh, it's been a great evening, folks. Thank you so much for bearing with us with this brand new technique. Lots of takeaways from it, but I think it's definitely got some mileage and some legs. We're going to leave it right there. We're going to let you get on with your day. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next week, 7:30 p.m. Forget what it says on YouTube. It's 7:30
What
p.m.
time?
It's 7:30 GMT, mate.
What time?
7:30
not
p.m.
10,
Not 10 past
21.
10. Yes.
No,
I know.
okay. 7:30 p.m.
7:30 p.m. GMT. Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
okay.
Mate. Yeah, I'll get it right.
Don't forget to have your notification on,
Yes.
so that you know when it's happening.
Yes.
But it's 7:30 p.m. Wednesday.
Are you sure, mate?
Is it?
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Chantal, merci Chantal, thank you. And Solly says thanks. Can't quit you guys. No, Zane can't, can he? He loves it. Anyway, folks, that's it for one night. Enjoy the football if you're watching it, and enjoy the art if you're not. And keep an eye on our socials. Lots of really cool things coming out. We've probably got a really sensational video coming for you, hopefully at the weekend. You do not want to miss that. The private life of paintings. What happens when we go out to somebody's house? You can have a snoop around a brand new mega house no one's seen before. Please do join us for that. But to know when that's coming, click on your bell icon. That's it from us for tonight, folks. Thank you to Adi, who's given us an amazing broadcast and helped me lift the table off. We hope you've enjoyed it. We want to thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next week. But that, from Suarez HQ, is officially us out of here. Have a very good evening, folks, and we'll see you very soon.